Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Let's talk about Naoya Inoue, because there are some fighters, and I've been watching boxing for a long time, but you get the impression that, you feel privileged to be around watching their careers unfold. That's happened with quite a few fighters over the years that I've watched, and Inoue is no exception. I think he is a truly great fighter. He's a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. A couple of days ago, he beat TJ Doheny, which was no real shock. Doheny gave him something to think about for a few rounds, lots of feints, lots of decent footwork, but Inoue went through the gears and eventually stopped him. And Inoue came out of that fight so unscathed that he's talking about possibly defending his belts again on either Christmas Eve or Boxing Day. And this is quite a common thing to have Christmas boxing in Japan. Now, his promoter, Hideyuki Ohashi. Now, just as an aside, I remember Ohashi because he fought the great Mexican fighter, Ricardo Lopez. I think it was a strawweight fight. I think he lost in 5 rounds. I remember him. That was about 1990. But then he went into promoting after his career had finished. And he's ended up promoting Inoue. And he wants Inoue to fight round about Christmas time again. He says he's good to go. He came out of the Doheny fight unscathed. And yeah, let's go again, another training camp. What are we in now, September? So we got most of September, October, November. Yeah, you got enough time for a camp if you're feeling up for it. And Inoue is a consummate professional. He looks after himself. No silliness between fights, no putting on weight or anything. He was actually interviewed, and I've got some translation here, but it doesn't look like it's been translated very well, because some of it is, as they say, lost in translation. But Inoue said, "I've definitely got no damage. As I had my last fight of indigestion and incomplete combustion, I wish to go forward to my next fight in December, he means." And they're talking about Sam Goodman, who's the IBF and WBO mandatory challenger, or MURODJON AkHMADALIEV, who's the WBA mandatory contender. And Inoue said, let's talk about Inoue fighting Junto Nakatani, who's a very, very good Japanese bantamweight champ, WBO bantamweight champ. In fact, all of the bantamweight belts are held by Japanese fighters. And they desperately want, I think, Nakatani to fight Inoue, because that's probably Nakatani probably offers Inoue the biggest challenge, even though he's at the moment a weight below. But Inoue has said, before he moves up to fight me, he will have to face my brother, Takuma, who's the current WBA bantamweight champion, to conquer the 118-pound category. That's not easy, because Takuma will be a very tough opposition and a thick wall for Nakatani. Again, bit of translation, a thick wall for Nakatani. Yeah, a bit like maybe the Berlin Wall or something. But yeah, the message is clear. I mean, Goodman, Akmadaliev, yes, mandatory contenders. If you've got the belts, you're obliged to do your mandatories, or you should be, because there should be rules and regulations. But I think they're, and I know Bob Arum post the Doheny Doheny fight, he said he wants Inoue to have one more fight in Japan and then go to Vegas for, as he put it, a big sort of coming out party. Now, there's been a lot of talk with Inoue. He needs to go to America to, I don't know, cement his legacy. Well, in my opinion, he doesn't. No, why the hell does he need to go to America? He's making millions in Japan. The guy's, a living legend. He's actually fought in America. He fought in Britain, actually. He fought in Scotland many years ago. He's been around the world. He's in a position where people have to come to him, and I'm all for him fighting the very best. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he should. He's never swerved anyone. Inoue, I don't think he ever would. But no, he's proved that he is a great fighter. If you want to fight him, you go to him. He don't have to come to you. And can we also get rid of all this nonsensical talk? Inoue versus like Tank Davis. You know, why the bloody hell should Inoue have to jump up 3 weights? This is as stupid a suggestion as Crawford fighting Canelo. I mean, why? What's the point of that? You know, no, I hate all that crap. If you just basically sticking 2 names together, never mind the fact that they're, you know, not even in anywhere near the same weight class, we'll throw them together just for a bit of a financial paycheck. What are you trying to do? Cash the man out, are you? One of the great, well, probably the greatest Japanese fighter ever, and you're trying to cash him out by shoving him in with Davis. It was a lot of bullshit. No, I think Inoue is playing the game very, very well. And if he wants to stay in Japan, he can stay in Japan. If he wants to go to America, he can go to America. But I like the way he's staying at 122 and letting his body adapt into that super bantamweight category. And then he's going to move up when he feels, what he and his team feel, his body is ready. He'll go up to featherweight, you know. And I'll tell you a good fight. You know, one that would be entertaining would be Inoue versus Nick Ball at featherweight. That would be a good little fight. You know, I would pick Inoue to win. I think Ball is stylistically made for him, but Ball's a tough little sod. He's only 5'2" as well, which is remarkably short for a featherweight. Inoue would actually, is he 5'5", I think, Inoue? He'd actually he'd be looking down on an opponent for a change. But yeah, no, there's some good stuff at featherweight, but he'll get to it when he's ready, when his body is ready. And he's 31 now, so he's aging a little bit. But I love watching this guy, I really do. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of with them on the Nakatani fight. I would love to see that fight. Junto Nakatani is a hell of a fighter and hits very hard and has a lot of self-belief. And he's younger than Inoue as well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Inoue boxing at Christmas, bring it on, bring it on. He did this before, didn't he, a couple of years ago. There was a fantastic fight card which ended in tragedy, didn't it? Because one of the fighters was killed. I think it was on Boxing Day, not Christmas Eve, Boxing Day. So we don't want any more of that. But Sam Goodman versus Inoue on Boxing Day or Christmas Eve, bring it on. Christmas Eve, that'd be my Christmas Day if that was on. Christmas Day would be like after the Lord Mayor's show, you know what I mean? Anyway, just a few thoughts on the great man. Leave your comments below, leave your opinions below. I actually had one, I saw someone, not on my channel, not on my comments to any of my videos, but someone said, oh, Inoue's a hype job. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? God, I think some people, either he's trolling, which is, you know, trolls are trolls, or he just doesn't know what he's looking at. No fighter is unbeatable, but Inoue is, without question, a great, great fighter. Anyway, like I say, comments below and I'll have a read. And again, thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. You'd be helping me out a great deal. It takes a second to tap that little button and also the like button as well, if you don't mind. Muchas gracias. Catch you later. Bye for now.